Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Brandon again, inside the car, outside of the gym for the last official real workout of this cycle. So this is the last peaking workout. It's gonna be a deadlift day, and it's gonna be to work up to a heavy triple, because as you know from the course of this week, we had to make some changes because my shit was too hard, which usually is not a problem. Usually not being hard enough is the problem, but in this case, too hard. So just working up to a heavy triple, whatever the feels bring me to is what we're going to do. Now past this part, in the next week you'll also see some workout clips, but those aren't really workouts in my opinion. It's a deload week, only 2 days at 50%, doing 3x3s just to make sure that I don't detrain, so to kind of get it in, so to say. So let's go to the gym, see what happens, and hopefully we pull some big numbers, and if not, it doesn't even matter anyways. So starting today off with some of the warm-up progression so I can share some feels with you. Because on this day, I decided to mix things up with my mixed grip. So normally I have my right hand, which is my dominant hand, as my over, and my left hand, which is my submissive hand, as my under. Submissive and under. Makes sense. Although don't slight my left hand, it is quite dominant still in its own right. And if you want to test it, you might want to reconsider, because you might get a little slappy slap otherwise.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
What?
Slap!
But for some reason I switched things up, and I think this really plays into last week with the overreaching, both the mental and physical toll that week took on me, that I just thought I needed a change. Now normally I wouldn't make that change unless it was after a training cycle, and for one reason or another I just wanted to mix things up, and I do that every 6 months or so. Today I have no excuse, and despite that fact, things were moving pretty well. A little bit of foreshadowing with were moving pretty well. So you see 495 for a single, jumped up to 545. This is somewhat close to what we worked with last week for a 4x3. So we did 557 for 4 sets of 3 last week, which you saw was very, very tough on me. And this 545 moves pretty slow, but despite that, I really wanted to hit 585 for a triple. And while I'm setting up, I'm starting to reconsider my grip, just because things weren't moving as fast as I'd like. And I actually have a little bit of confusion here on the bar, because I get down to get low and I don't really know where to go. Settle on this grip, get set, get ready for this pull, and things just don't happen. Gonna have a bad time. You can see me kind of laugh just because it's funny to me, because I know this is a weight that I can do for a triple, usually without too much effort. Effort, yes, but not too much, because I've really been progressing well in this program. However, I just take a couple steps back, put my belt on, and decide to get these pulls out of the way. And although these are very slow and grimy, they still go up, and with everything that's happened the last week and this particular day as well, I'm just glad to get it done. So happy with this overall, even though they are quite slow. So next week what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take a deload. So 2 training days, doing just 3x3s with a very light percentage, so not to detrain, but also to allow myself time to recover properly. After that 585 for 3, we dropped down to 405, 2 sets of 3, went back to my normal grips on my right hand over, and things moved really, really well. However, we're also using 200 pounds less. So I don't know if it was the grip or the 200 pounds less. Let's be honest, it's 200 pounds less. Strong logic. But these went well. That was the work for the day. As always, you can follow me in Fitocracy if you want to see any of my workouts throughout this whole training cycle. I've actually been able to film every single workout from the past 12 weeks, and I will continue to do that with the deload and the meet. In the meantime, as always, thanks for watching, and stay big. This was supposed to be my heavy set for this particular day too. I also